Hello, welcome to another informational video. Today I'd like to talk about medicinal mushrooms. Now these are not the ones that you pick out of your in the forest. These are not the ones that you use culinary. These are the ones that you would use at a very therapeutic level. And so the first one I want to talk about is cordyceps. Now what cordyceps is it's a very interesting little mushroom. It works best on kidney and liver. So we know that, you know, a lot of liver issues will give you all sorts of problems, allergies, you know, immune issues, all sorts of stuff like that. So if you have a weak liver, all of those things will happen. Same thing with kidneys. You know, so this one works best on that. It helps just to improve the function of both of those. This little guy here, it's called lion's mane. It's been really helpful for mind, anything to do with the mind. I've seen some really interesting results with people who have early onsets of Alzheimer's, dementia, you know, that kind of stuff. It really does, you know, kind of keep the mind nice and vibrant. This other one, red reishi, I think everybody's a little more familiar with red reishi. Basically, red reishi is just a feel-good mushroom. It's kind of like a body tonic. It just helps the body have just extra vitality. It does everything. It'll just improve all aspects of the body. And then the last one here, this one here is called Immune 7. The reason it's called Immune 7 is that there's 7 different mushrooms in there. Very powerful. Best used for really tough issues. I wouldn't use this on a regular basis. Use it only if you have to. So degenerative diseases of some kind, especially if it's a viral or bacterial kind, or you know, those kinds of things. And I know I'm not supposed to say this kind of thing, but this is the only thing I've been able to see on a regular basis that helps with any kind of cancerous issues. Won't save everything all the time, but I have seen it work pretty interesting things on, you know, smaller tumors, fibroids, you know, those kinds of ideas. So the one thing I would suggest about mushrooms is I would be really careful about the ones that do grow outside, especially medicinal mushrooms. The problem with mushrooms is that the thing that people react to most is actually what the mushrooms have captured. If you look underneath a mushroom, there's all these little gills on the bottom of it. Now that's kind of a filtration system for the mushroom, so it captures a lot of things, and more often than not what people respond to is what they have caught also. So if you're going to take mushrooms, I would highly recommend make sure your mushrooms are grown indoors. This particular line, they grow it in a room that's completely sealed off, and people who go in there to work with the mushrooms are basically in a suit, like a hazmat suit, so no contaminants get in there whatsoever. I think that's the best case scenario when it comes to therapeutic mushrooms. Like, you just got to be really careful about, you know, what those mushrooms have actually caught, and you know, and those tend to be the ones that give people the problems, not necessarily the mushroom itself. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.